A very good morning, children. Welcome back to science class. So, as we have completed the chapter air around us, but few topics are left. So, today we'll discuss those topics. So, let's begin. Now, as we have studied that atmosphere is the blanket of it is a type of blanket around the earth. It is a blanket of air around the earth. So what is the role of atmosphere? We'll discuss. Now why atmosphere is important? Because atmosphere maintains the right temperature on the earth. We can say that for the balance of the temperature, atmosphere is required. Now question is how the atmosphere balances the temperature. Now what is the role, how it balances the temperature? Because the heat and light of the sun first fall on the blanket of the earth only. If I'll say this is our earth and this is the blanket of air, that is atmosphere. Now what will happen? The sun rays will come. The sun rays will come, and first of all they will strike the outer atmosphere. So the heat and light of the sun first fall on the blanket of the atmosphere surrounding the earth, and this blanket allow only a limited amount of sunlight to come in. Only limited amount of heat and light to fall on the earth's surface, and this help earth in not becoming too hot during the day. Okay, if all the sunlight will come inside the earth, then our earth will be too hot. We cannot survive in that too hot reason. So this atmosphere only allow limited amount of sunlight to come inside the earth surface. And during the night time, this does not allow this blanket of earth atmosphere does not allow the heat of the earth to go out, not to much extent. Means it will not allow too much of the heat from earth to go outside. That will that will this prevent the earth from becoming cool. Okay, so this is how the atmosphere maintain the temperature. It does not allow too much heat to come in, and it does not allow too much of heat to escape. So in this way the atmosphere maintain the right temperature on the earth. Is it clear? Now second role of atmosphere. Atmosphere causes the change in weather. Due to the atmosphere only we can see various changes in the earth's surface, like sometime rain is there, snow is there, storm is there, sometime it is a windy day, it is sometime it is a sunny day. So all the changes in the atmosphere is in the earth is due to the atmosphere only. Now how it changes? As we know that rain, snow and storm occur in the atmosphere, and we all know that the hot air always rises up. Hot air always rises up. When we heat something, then what happens? The water vapors goes up. That is the hot air. So hot air always rises up, and cool air takes its place. So cool air will come and takes its place. This is how wind blows. We all know this is how the wind blows. Natural cycles such as water cycle and oxygen cycle also occur in the atmosphere. So these changes are due to the atmosphere only. Next one is the ozone layer. So ozone layer we are talking about. So what is ozone layer? So ozone layer is a layer, it is up in the earth's atmosphere in the region between about 10 kilometers to 50 kilometers. 10 to kilometer to 50 kilometer, it is the ozone layer above the ground. And this, it is present, it is, this layer is filled with ozone gas, and formula of ozone gas is O3. Okay, up in the sky, when oxygen gas mixes with one molecule of oxygen, it becomes O3. Okay, so O3 is the gas, this is known as the ozone gas, and this layer absorbs about 93 to 99% of ultraviolet radiation from the sun. As we all know that this sun emits ultraviolet rays, and they are that are very harmful for human, because exposure to UV rays can cause skin cancer, eye problem, and many more diseases. And these all these all ultraviolet rays are coming on the earth's surface, and who is not allowing them to come? The ozone layer. It only allows some part of the some part of the sun to come in the atmosphere, this earth. So it protects us from the ultraviolet rays. It absorbs ultraviolet rays. This layer of ozone absorbs ultraviolet rays. However, it is getting destroyed by increasing population. As the population and pollution, we can say, as the pollution is increasing, the layer of ozone is also getting depleted. So to avoid this, many countries have banned the use of chemicals that are destroying the ozone layer, like chlorofluorocarbon, CFCs, that are emitted by the refrigerator. Okay, and many more gases are there, like methane is there. Okay, so these gases are causing the ozone layer to deplete. So ozone layer is one of the important layer, because it is absorbing the ultraviolet rays of the sun. Now let's come to the next part, that is the uses of air. As we all know that air is very important for us, so let's see some uses of what air. Now air, wind helps the windmill to rotate, which are used to draw water from the tube well, run floor mills, and generate electricity. As we all know that wind, through the wind only the windmills rotate, and these windmills are used to run floor mills and generate electricity to run the tube wells also. So because of the wind only the windmills move. Second use of air is compressed air is used for inflating the vehicle tire. We all know that for filling the air in our vehicles we use the compressed air, that is also air. Third one is the oxygen is a constituent means part. Oxygen is a part of air, and it is very important for burning of fuel and for breathing also. We all know this. Fourth is the nitrogen. We all know nitrogen is also a part of air, and it is very important component of fertilizers. In almost all the fertilizers nitrogen is used, because nitrogen is very important for the plants. So nitrogen is an important constituent of the fertilizers. Air is essential for movement of aeroplane, helicopter, parachute, yacht, and airboats. So all these vehicles like aeroplane, helicopter, parachute, yacht, and sailboats, all these run just because of the air. Means for these, not just because of air. For these, air is very important. Some of these like sailboats, yachts, parachutes, they require air to move. Next one is packet of chips are flushed with nitrogen to prevent their spoilage. You must have seen chips packet, they are flubbed, and inside that a gas is filled. That gas is nitrogen, and it does not spoil the product inside the packet. So it is used for packaging. Now question 7th is air help in the dispersal of pollens and seeds and thereby multiplication of multiplication and survival of plants. As you must have seen some seeds that fly in the air. When the air is there, a high wind is there, the seeds disperse from the seed moves from one place to another, and in that place the seed is can be planted. So it help in the dispersal of pollens from and seeds. Eighth one is air play an important role in water cycle. Yes, air is very important for the water cycle, because you must have seen whenever something is boiling means when the earth, the process of evaporation is taking place, the water bodies in the form of water vapor, means the water bodies evaporate in the form of water vapor. It goes up in the form of water vapor, and who takes it in the sky, up in the sky, air takes up that water vapor in the sky, and it is restored back in the form of rain. This we all know that evaporation process takes place. First of all, evaporation process takes place, then condensation, and then the precipitation. That is what water cycle. So air is also very important for the process of water cycle. So this is all about the uses of water. I hope you all have this gone through the chapter deeply and studied each and every point very carefully. Till then, take care. Sai Ram.